Dakota State lined up and ready to kick it away to get this thing started. And he'll bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stay. And now North Dakota State gets its first chance to go on offense. Bunch formation for these receivers. Dropping back, it's Rutherford. Throws to the wideout. That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. From the gun, looking for a man. He's going to let it go. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
That is such a great play by that defender. And how many times on deep balls do we see PI? Do we see pass interference? In situations just like that, that defender did an outstanding job.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got his man on the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Looking for the edge. We've reached the end of the quarter, and it's Nevada holding the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Fires to the wideout. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Leaves it in his belly. He's not going to get there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down decision. To the air, it's Rutherford. He slings it deep to the left. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down. 2nd and long here. Motion from the wideout. The ride. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
He's changing the play. Give to the running back. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. Now the Wolfpack will use the first of their timeouts. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Behind the crease, it's Sellers. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Interesting.
Nevada set to kick off to start the 3rd quarter. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. They start this 3rd quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Looking for a man, it's Rutherford. Throws for the tight end. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick. They'll move the tight end. From the gun, it's Sellers. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Trying to slip through and pick it up. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on first down. Trying to beat the D deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And, man, this home crowd has grown frustrated with what they've seen from this offense. I mean, they just haven't put drives together. They haven't been explosive. And another incompletion, and the clock is ticking. It's running down. They've got to find a way to create some big plays, to create some momentum, and get these guys on their feet yelling.
3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Drives inside. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Finds a man on the right. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. I send the tight end in motion. Trying to run, it's Sellers. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, North Dakota State!
And finally, guys, we've been talking about this offense. When are they going to get it going? When?
North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. That last completion left them just inches short. Now will they take a shot on 2nd down? The fake wants to throw. He wants to go deep. He's got it at the 25. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, North Dakota State.
And that's exactly how you draw it up on offense, man. You run the football, you get those bodies committed, Jesse, and you use speed out wide with a little bit of play action.
A really nice job of setting it up by the play caller, you're right. And those linebackers and safeties, they want to come down and support the run, but a really nice throw, excellent route, and they're able to connect for a massive TD.
He's brought... A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. It's Sellers. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. The play fake. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. To the air, it's Rutherford. He's looking deep. And that'll be incomplete as the pass is knocked away, but there is a penalty flag down. Let's see who it's on.
You don't see offensive pass interference called very often, so usually you know it's pretty blatant. It's pretty obvious. It's a severe push-off or, obviously trying to break up a play so you don't give up a pick, but clear offensive pass interference on that play.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. Keep it on the ground. There he goes. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking down the middle. Complete downfield. There was tight coverage, but a perfect throw and catch, and they've got it at the 9, 1st and goal. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. They get the timeout called, 11 seconds remaining to play. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Going for 6. Touchdown, North Dakota State. The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6.
We're in the 2nd half of this game. You're trailing, David. No surprise there. You got to throw the ball to the guys that are making plays for you. He had already had a touchdown catch. That's number 2 now. And if they're going to get back in this game, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Amen. I mean, keep finding him. He keeps making.
On to attempt the try. Bangs it through for an extra point. Well, the dreams of an undefeated season are over. Certainly an accomplishment to make it this far, but this week in practice is probably going to be pretty interesting.
It's going to be very tough after suffering that loss, but you wonder, David, if this might be a blessing in disguise for them, because sitting here at 1 loss late in the year, their college football playoff hopes very much alive still. Now, can they turn this into a positive?